Hi kiddos, Nash and I are here today with you for story time. And since we did not get to have story time on St. Patrick's Day, Nash has on his green shirt today about being lucky. And I have a Pete the Cat and the Great Leprechaun Chase book to share with you, because this is a really fun book and I didn't get to read it to you on St. Patrick's Day. Alright, so our main character, who the story's about, is going to be Pete the Cat and the Great Leprechaun Chase. And the author is James Dean, and the illustrator is also James Dean. So he wrote the words and pictures. So you should try to do that sometime over this time. Write a book and draw the pictures. Yeah. Alright, Pete the Cat and the Great Leprechaun Chase. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and Pete's teacher, Mr. G, is teaching about leprechauns. The only time you can catch one is on St. Patrick's Day. A leprechaun will bring you good luck, Mr. G says. Now everyone in class wants a leprechaun. Pete gets a great idea. He will open a leprechaun catching business. St. Patrick's Day comes and Pete gathers some supplies. He hangs a sign above his stand. This will be easy, Pete thinks. Pete's Lucky Leprechaun Catchers. Squirrel is Pete's first customer. I want a leprechaun, Squirrel says. I need good luck for my test. Cool, I'm on it, Pete says. Nash is liking looking at the illustrations too. Pete has a plan. He will follow a rainbow until he finds a leprechaun. Finally, Pete arrives at the end of the rainbow and finds Clover, the leprechaun, next to a pot of gold. Pete sneaks up behind him. Swoosh! But Clover is too fast. Did you think you could catch me so easily, he asked. Once there was a cat named Pete who thought nabbing some luck would be neat. He happened upon a smart leprechaun who he'll find quite tricky to beat. Clover disappears into a puff of green smoke. Pete will need a new plan. That afternoon, Gus visits Pete's Lucky Leprechaun Catchers. I want a leprechaun, Gus says. I need some good luck for my band recital. Pete says, I will see what I can do. Are you needing some good luck too, Nash? Yeah. Pete plans to lure Clover out with his music. He plays a Johnny song on his guitar. Before long, Clover dances to Pete. Just a little closer, Pete thinks. Suddenly, Clover starts spinning around Pete. Around and around, Clover goes faster and faster. Pete's trying to trick Clover, but Clover's also trying to trick Pete. Oh no, Clover wraps up Pete in his rope. Pete has finally met his match, a crafty leprechaun he can't catch. He'll never win. He better give in or find something else to snatch. That evening, Callie visits Pete's Lucky Leprechaun Catchers. I want a leprechaun, Callie says. I need good luck for my tennis match. Says Pete. St. Patrick's Day is almost over. There isn't much time left to catch a leprechaun, but Pete won't give up. One of the neat things this book does, I don't know if you can see it, but whenever Clover the leprechaun is talking, it puts his words in green. So that's pretty cool, because then we know that it's Clover talking. Pete sets up a trap for Clover. Before long, Clover tiptoes up to the trap and sniffs the air. I love candy, he whispers, peering under the box. Pete waits very quietly. Crash! Pete rushes over and checks underneath the trap. but it is empty. Clover skips away. Pete has tried many a plot, but still I haven't been caught. And isn't it a dandy I even got candy while Pete ends up with Squat? Pete has an idea. He follows the trail of spilled candy to Clover's secret hideout. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! Pete finally catches Clover. Why do you want me? Clover asks. I'm helping my friends who need some extra luck, Pete says. Luck doesn't come from having a leprechaun, says Clover. You and your friends have each other. That already makes you as lucky as can be. Could Clover be right? Pete is one very lucky cat. A lucky cat doesn't need a lucky leprechaun. He lets Clover go. Pete decides that he will be good luck to his friends and help them by helping others. Pete helps Squirrel study for his test. Squirrel aces his test. Pete helps Gus rehearse for his recital. Gus rocks it. Pete helps Callie practice for her match. Callie wins it. Clover magically appears. Good job, Pete, says Clover. I have one more poem for you. Nash is getting kind of hungry. While Clover played hide and seek, Pete learned something unique. The luck that you make beats the luck that you take any old day of the week. All right, go think of 3 reasons why you are lucky today, and have a great rest of the day. Bye.